SwoleBenji here. Today I'm going to do an experiment with logging. Alright, so for context, when you have 300 constitution, you have a 25% chance to instantly chop down a tree. And I have just finished filling my inventory with trees, and of course I've got some armor, the trade food, and some mistakes, picking up flint and grabbing bushes on accident. So what I had this crazy idea, right? So what I did, I just finished, and I finished in 19 minutes. I'm going to copy that real quick. In 19 minutes is how long it took for me to fill up my bags. And what I did was I just went to each tree, chopped it down. And if I instantly chopped it, that's fine. I took the tree. If I didn't instantly chop it, then I continued to chop at it until it fell. So my experiment now is going to be, is it better to just chop down each tree individually? Or what if, guys, what if it's actually more efficient to hit the tree one time, and if it doesn't instantly chop, then to just run to the next one and instantly hit it, and then just do that to the whole forest. So for instance, this might put me overweight if it instantly pops, but you hit this once, and then you move on, you move to the next one, hit it one time, move on, hit the next one, and then so on and so forth until one of them just explodes. Which right now, it doesn't look like we're not getting any trees, but you just keep trying, and we're going to see, or rather I'm going to see, and then I'm going to share with you which one is the better method. So in that case, we had to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 trees to get the one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and I'll come back to you with the results. Alright, and we are back. Food buff ran out, and we gave it about 3 to 4 extra minutes, and we don't have much. Not even 1,000 on each one. No blues. So hitting the tree one at a time, as you can see, that tree's damaged, this one's damaged. Like, this whole forest is like semi-chopped trees. Maybe not the whole forest, like there's a fresh one. But yeah, see how a lot of these trees have been already tapped by me once. It's not worth it. I barely filled up my bags at all. You're definitely better off for the same amount of time, just sticking to the one tree. Once you press E on it, just let it ride. Now, used to, what you could do, and this has been patched, is you would start chopping a tree, cancel, start chopping a tree, cancel, and that would reset your chances for actually one-shotting the tree down. But that has been fixed, so if you don't initially one-shot the tree, then you will never one-shot that particular tree. Now, let me talk about the odds that I've found while chopping the trees. It seems that whenever I'm running around tapping trees, that I mostly get the one shot on either the 4th hit, the 8th hit, or the 14th hit. Those numbers seem to stick out more than the rest, but also another interesting note is that if I one-shot a tree, I am much more likely to one-shot another tree, as it just shown right there. The most trees that I've one-shot in this play session was 3 at a time, and the longest that I went without breaking a tree down instantly was 18 trees. So, I don't think this perk is working as advertised at all. Like, it is definitely not 25% chance to break a tree. It is way lower than that. I would say it's probably maybe 15 or 16.67% chance, or something low like that, okay? But it's definitely higher than 10%, that's for sure. Alright, so, if you are tree chopping out there, make sure that you're just letting the whole animation play out so you can get the tree. Don't run around trying to one-shot every tree, because that's not going to work. But what about proficiency potions, right? How much more trees can we get if we drink a proficiency potion? Well, why don't we find out? And also, you may be wondering, is there some sort of glitch that you can possibly do in the game so that you can just one-shot every tree that you come across without having to rely on a dice roll or a coin flip, where you can just instantly delete every single tree without even trying, that has nothing to do with the repair features or the repairs, anything? Maybe a way to identify trees that you can one-shot? And the answer is no. There's no such thing in the game. What you just saw there was me pre-chopping all the trees down to one hit and then hitting record. I just thought I'd do that for a little bit of fun there, you know, just people that skip around the video. Alright, now we are going to test a few things. First, we are testing to see if I can get double drops, the rare drops, by using a proficiency potion. Now let me talk about double drops real quick, okay? We have, you need over 100% yield, but also your gathering speed perk is part of that for some reason. So, let me talk about that. Logging yield, there's 18% there. Then we have 15% there. By owning the territory, or just being in the faction that owns the territory, that's another 10%. Alright, my reputation with the territory is 66, and I've always picked gathering speed every time it comes up. That's like 30 to 35%. I know that says speed, but it counts as yield for some reason. It's a typo. Finally, because we have 300 constitution, we get a 10% speed there, which counts as yield. Another, what is that, 10% speed there, which counts as yield. And then finally the 10% yield, which counts as yield. This should put us at over 100%. But what I'm going to do now is see... actually, I need to sell these, and then I can proceed with the test. I'm going to see how long it takes to fill up the bags by having over 100% gathering yield using the proficiency booster. That's going to double our blue and green drops and increase, you know, our regular wood drops. So let me go set that up, and I will be right back. Alright, so we're going to eat the food here, and then we're going to drink the potion, and we're going to see how long it takes to fill my bags up. Now, the time to beat is 19 minutes, but I also want to see, do I get double drops? And there it is, 2 tree saps instead of 1, so we know we are above 100% yield. It is working. Alright, lads, I'm going to cut back once I'm done, and we're going to see how long this took to fill up my bags. I'm just going tree to tree, nothing special, nothing crazy. Alright, and it has been 19 minutes now since I've started chopping, so the proficiency potion does not seem to have an effect on how fast I can fill up my bags. You think it would, but I also have another hypothesis as to why I'm not beating my previous time, right? And that is because I'm running into far more mature trees than young trees. So if I look at my wood stockpiles right now, you can see that I actually almost have just as many aged wood as I do green wood, whereas last time, when I did this time trial, I had way more young or green wood than aged wood. And also because I also did a test where I basically one-hit every tree in the whole forest. It basically prevents those trees in particular from being one-shotted, but it also means that I ran into some half-chopped trees, which would skew the results just a bit. But the fact that I still don't have, well, now I have full bags because I've been chopping. So this took 20 minutes to fill bags, whereas last time it was 19 minutes, and this is with 15%, you know, additional yield, right? This is going to put me overweight. There we go. So yeah, there 20 minutes, basically 20 minutes to fill up bags with wood. You can see that I actually picked up some nuts, a flint, got some bugs. I will never eat the bugs. I will not live in the pod. All right, so let's go back to town and sell these. And I have more hypothesis and interesting things that I've also noted while chopping trees. And one thing that I've noted is that tree patterns are copy-pasted. I know that sounds weird. And yes, I know the devs copy-paste things in this game, that's fine. But what I mean by trees are copy-pasted is that the same patterns of trees that I can find here, that I can find down there and over there, and I'm talking down to the exact same, like, see this little chopped off half tree next to this type of tree? I can find this exact same spacing between these two trees with these exact same tree models further down the road in many different spots. And it's not just coincidence, and it's not just two trees, it's like entire patterns of trees are copy-pasted. But interestingly enough, during my tests, I've found that the same exact pattern of tree are one-shottable. So what I'm going to test now is it the player rolling a dice or flipping a coin to determine if you instantly chop down the tree, or is it the tree itself that determines if it's instantly chopped down? And so what I mean by that is, when I hit a tree, is it doing a numbers check? Or is it doing, like, the tree itself rolls to see if it's one-shottable, and then if someone happens to have 300 constitution, then it executes the one-shot. So I'm going to go test that now, and I'll come back with the results. Okay, so I've done some testing over time now, and 2 out of 4 of these trees are always one-shotted, and then this little stumpy boy right here is always one-shotted, okay? So we're gonna see if this is a 3rd time's the charm kind of thing, or if I just got weirdly lucky twice in a row. So let's see if it's static and the tree's always one-shot. All right, here we go. So let's see, we're gonna chop that one down. Chop that one down. That means the next two should be one-shottable. And it's not. So that theory is gone out the window. Maybe it's rolled every time the tree spawns in, but none of those trees got one-shotted. I didn't do anything different other than trade a player an item. That one's still one-shottable, though. Again, it's just stupid. So I'm going to have to play with this theory more, but essentially this one kept working for me. The only thing I did different was I went to town and traded for a ice gauntlet. So I don't know, guys. It's still trying to figure out. If that was the case, though, what you would do is map every single tree in an area that you can always one-shot and then only run to those trees, and that would make your harvesting so much faster. But yeah, that's pretty much it for some tips and tricks or whatever this. I don't know what this video is. It's just chopping trees and just getting trees, man. I got 11 minutes left on this on these buffs, so I'm gonna make the most of them. I'm SwoleBenji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. I try to make a New World video every single day. Tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's video. Take care, lads.